Hello, friends, and welcome to another draft here on Arena. This is Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I have been having a lot of fun with it. Hopefully, we have a good draft today. Let's just kind of dive right into it. Um, 5 mana, 4 lands, different names. That seems like a constructed card. 3 mana, 2/3. This card was pretty fairly annoying when I played against it. Exile target creature with mana value 3 or greater, so it doesn't hit lands, but the art is amazing. I like the War Balloon. I think it's not busted, but it's very good. I've liked this in the sorcery deck, or the lessons deck rather. Um, Kyoshi Warriors I think can be very good. Uh, Kind of about the Sandbender Storm. I think it's got some potential. And now we have a Firebending lesson. I actually might take that over the Downfall. This is 2 mana. It is a sorcery, but it doesn't hit their 1 or 2 drop. It hits some of the broken stuff, but I guess kind of that does too. To note, I also do like the Messenger Hawk, the Flyer. Yeah. The board wipe, that's kind of weird. 4 mana for a 2/2 when it enters. Sack a thing, draw a card, and then when another creature dies, put it counters on this creature. That's kind of cool. I've not had the Sparring Dummy be very good. 3 mana X3, where X is the number of non-land, non-creature cards in your graveyard. And then if there's a lesson, draw a card. That seems pretty good. Certainly like it more than the other uncommons. And then commons. I like Sold Out. That said, I've not gotten to try this guy yet, so let's see where this goes. Ooh, I like Cruel Administrator, so not taking that Sold Out, I do feel some regrets. I do actually like the River Spirit quite a bit. I don't know if I would like it in blue-red, but in like blue-white. Or, yeah, I think then it's fairly good. Alright, what does this thing do? Avatar state. Gains a bunch of keywords, becomes an avatar. Kind of cool. Um, this is a very strong card. I think I take it. Okay. I like Gran. She's a good card. Do not like this card. Don't think you should generally play it. Um, I like the Earth Kingdom General. This card actually overperformed for me. I don't think I like the Land Cyclers. I think that's just a lot to do with your mana. Outside of that, I like the Ostrich Horse. I kind of like Azula Always Lies. I don't think I like that. This seems good, and this seems good. So this kind of hedges between red, blue, and black, like that combination, whereas this is more in that list. Sure. Well, now that's a fifth pick, Accumulate Wisdom. I think this card is really good. What about Cave of Two Lovers? 4 mana, make 2/1/1s, get a mountain, and then make a 3/3, or something like that. Seems alright. 4 mana, 4/2, make a clue. It's just okay. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take this as a sign I should be staying in the lesson camp. Oh, that's a lightning strike too. It's crazy. War Balloon, Toph. 3 mana, make a 2/3 and a 2/2. It's not too bad. I like Hama more than I thought I would, but you probably want to be in blue black fairly specifically. Yeah, no, I'll just take a lightning strike here. I think the cadet is also pretty good, but I don't know. A lightning strike is a lightning strike. Got a pretty low floor. Um, could take the official. Not playing Cunning Maneuver. I don't want to play a 4 mana 4/2. I don't think I like the Otter Penguin. How true is that? I mean, it's a way to trigger a raid, sort of. I'll take it. I don't think I want to play it, but we'll see. Do like North Pole Patrol a decent amount. All right, let me reread this. Make sure I didn't miss something. Essentially, it's 5 mana, get 2 lands in your hand, 2 in the graveyard. Like kind of at its floor, which is fine. Okay, blue-red certainly seems to be open at least, though black doesn't seem to be. I wouldn't say it's cut off either. Blasting Jelly is a way to splash for black. I think I like that more than how to start a riot. I think I like that as a flexible piece of interaction. I'll take the land. We'll see. I don't expect to play it, but I mean, we're getting a bunch of. Wow, I don't think this is last pick bad. That's for sure. Secret of Bloodbending. Never seen this card before. Blue, 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 blue for a sorcery lesson. You control target opponent during their next combat phase. If the additional cost of Waterbend 10 was paid, you control it during their turn. Oh, okay. Well, that's really cool. What else do we have to deal with? White Lotus tile. So like, oh, okay, it's not very good. Might just take Katara here. Quad blue is a cost to pay, though I do admit that getting to attack, like a chump attack into a few of their things could be good. It just seems like very highly situational. Like on turn 4, if you haven't played anything, this does nothing to get you back up. Whereas Katara is quite good. Okay, now we have a Jet, which I like him a decent amount. At the moment, it's not clear. The triple red slash white is not going to be easy for the stack to cast. With that noted, I might take the 4/5. Granted, I won't get to cast her too early. I don't really know. This pick I'm not sure about. I could see taking like an Aang's Journey as well. Yeah, I think I take the Aang's Journey. Honest Work, I think I was very low on this right away, but I feel like it's a little better than I gave it credit for. That said, my non-creature slots are kind of being eaten up by lessons, which at the moment we have, a decent amount. Um, May, you know what? Actually, I think this is a good spot to pick up a May. She seems like she will end up being fairly decent in the deck. So now we have the option to take a Rowdy Snowballers or a Honest Work. I don't think the Iguana Parrot is very good, even if you can activate it. So it's a question of that. I don't think I want to play the second Serpent's Pass, but maybe that's not true. Maybe just taking the fixing. I do have a lot of threes. I have a lot of. Yeah, I just don't want any of those spells. I'll just take a land. What do we got? Serpent Pass. That's a good card, especially when I've got 4 lessons already. So it's gonna cost like, probably on average like 5 or 6 mana at the worst end, and sometimes it'll be insane. Um, yeah, I can't say that I'm a fan of any of the temples as a standalone card. Blasphemous Act. I Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's busted, but I also don't think you should pass a blasphemous act. It's insane. Toph, you know, it may seem crazy, but I think I can actually take Toph. We have the meditation plus we have Aang's Journey at the moment, and there was nothing else in the pack that was like super exciting. So I could bounce. off, I guess, versus getting a 5 mana 4/3. Yeah, we'll just take this. Mine another lesson synergy. Blasphemous Act. I mean, okay, let's think about this. If you're playing against red white or green white, this seems like insane and completely busted. I'm gonna take this because I want to take a mythic and try to complete my collection, if you were. Um, and I do really like this creature. All right, just taking the last couple cards here. You know what? I don't necessarily want to be playing Otter Penguin, but if I do, I won't be tremendously depressed. I won't be happy about it, but it could be worse. Fire Nation Palace. It's a land which I might have sometimes, sometimes not. That said, I don't really have that much that takes advantage of mana, at least like this. Might take the Cadet here. I mean, I have enough lessons. Probably will pick up 1 or 2 more lessons in this pack. And I think it's better than the Cat Owl, than the land. Then I don't think this is the deck for a scroll, so we'll take the Cadet. Maybe take another Cadet. No. Wait, what's this one? Okay, I have to reread this every single time. So imagine you pay 3. If you killed 3 things from an opponent, you get to make a copy of that or a turn, which seems like it's only good if it's you've already dealt with good things. All right. What creatures do I actually have? 10, 11? And that's with some of these early things. Yeah, I'll take the Messenger Hawk, I suppose. Lightning Bolts versus a Cave. I guess this could be a first-time flyer deck, too. I mean, at the moment, black is a free splash for the Cruel Administrator, but I don't think that's worth it to play by itself. So maybe we don't end up doing that. Feels tough, though. I think I have enough interaction in the 2-drop is probably better. Alright, so now we have the Forecasting Fortune Teller versus an Iroh's Demonstration. I think I have a decent amount of waterbending. Actually, that's not even true, is it? Yeah, I'm going to take the Demonstration. And now we have Sokka. Enters, draw 2, discard 2. Or other way around. Yeah, it seems good. Otherwise, Guru, sorry, Pathic. He's good value. He's double blue. Yeah, I think Sokka's too much better. I would absolutely play Guru in this deck, but it doesn't seem like that's the thing to do. I don't think I want to play those as lessons. I don't want to play either of these. All right, let's take the North Pole Patrol. 3 mana 4/4 crew 1, which is actually kind of relevant. I like the crew 1 aspect of it. A Hama versus a War Balloon versus Messenger Hawk. I think on raw power level, I like War Balloon. Yeah, let's just take War Balloon. I like this guy, but I don't think it's what we want to do. Okay, so in the end, I don't think we play the Cruel Administrator. Actually, I might play the Cruel Cave of Two Lovers. Create 2/1/1s, search for a mountain, then, yeah. Kind of good value, but we'll see. We have 28 cards. We have an Aang's Journey and a Barrel to splash a 1 of Toph, who says when you cast a spell, Earthbend 1, which is, it's kind of nice. All right. Well, we have a little interesting deck here. Unsure about how it's all going to play out. I could have had another Lightning Strike. Um, this Blasphemous Axe seems insane. I mean, situational, but like when it's good, it's going to be very good. So how do we cast Toph? We have a Barrel. We have a Journey. We have some draw. Uh, some card selection with the Wisdom. And this guy, Sokka, Katara. So we definitely have some. I think I just play one Forest. And if I could get away with it, I might play less, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4 like solid sources consistent, and then I think I have enough drawing and that sort of thing. On that same front, the question will be, should I be playing well, I'm more blue now than I was before. Should I play the Secret of Bloodbending? I don't think so. And I don't think I want to play the second Barrel of Blasting Jelly. Um, I guess the question is, would I get ran over if I try to make my deck um different and play like maybe the Cave, we play the Administrator, and then we get to play the 2 lands? Is that better substantially? Probably not. And I need to play I would have to play a Swamp in that case. So I think the answer to that is no. That's 16 lands. We have 2 ways to draw cards easily. 3 cards to do that same thing. Sokka kind of counts, and Katara counts. Messenger Hawk. 14 creatures, so we are playing probably enough that I can cut some of the worst ones. Okay, is Otter Penguin going to be good? It's a 2-mana 2/1, and if I draw a second card, which I can sneakily draw a second card with Abandoned Attachments, and otherwise we have, what, 1, sort of 2, 3, 4, 4-ish ways to draw cards, so probably just not very good. And that leaves me with a Cadet, a Flyer, so 1, 2. This is more like a 5 or a 6. So I think we're going to be okay. Yeah. Okay, lands. This is 16 lands. And I think that's all right. I mean, it might end up being a little awkward, but... Alright, gonna take a quick screenshot. And I'll see y'all guys back for round number 1. Probably gonna turn my camera off too, but y'all see my face enough. You know who I am. Oh, so much better. I'll be curious to know what you guys think of my draft grade. Like, if you think it was, on a scale of 1 to 10. I think that was like a 7, 6 or a 7. There's still a lot that I'm learning with this format, and I think it makes for some interesting choices with all of like the hybrid cards. Yeah. But you know what? I thought I was gonna get an opponent, so looks like we might be drawing. So I guess take 2. Classic. Well, I have to wait for this. You don't. You just get to wait a couple seconds. You'll see me in a match. All right, that wasn't so bad. Good fixing. We have a draw spell, a tap spell, and we can bounce the thing if they play something large early. Though my guess is I'm going to be wanting to bounce my own spells, so we'll see. Toph is my only green card, so we definitely play the blue-red land first. Oh, alright. Well, now we have a good thing to do on turn 2. Well, okay, so they have a lightning strike, it would seem. And I don't care if they strike that, that's fine. Uncle Iroh, huh? Lessons cost 1 less to cast, firebending 1. That's pretty good. So this turn I can Aang's Journey plus Blasting Jelly or Aang's Journey tapped land. Could also just bounce Iroh. If I do this, I get an island and then just bounce Iroh. Yeah, no, I kind of like that. Just try to stabilize our tempo a little bit. Try to work towards our accumulate wisdom. Nice. Alright, so this costs, or sorry, this guy costs 1 less for each non-creature, non-land card. So right now it's 2, because I have these 2. If I cast this, then we're kind of in the clear. I guess I just play the 2/3. If they end up using it as a removal spell, or a removal spell to deal with the patrol, it does not matter. Now, that said, the Cruel Administrator is a very strong card. There's a reason why I almost splashed for it. But again, you know, if they use removal, they use removal. If I draw an untapped land, I guess I can May plus give her double strike. That probably isn't good. Honestly, it's fitting. Okay, so they're down to 1 card. That's unknown. Okay, so we did draw the land. If I cast this, then this gets flash and it costs 4 mana. Unfortunately, that is not good enough here, so I think we just cast this guy here. Play 6/5. That way, whatever they attack with, we're probably in the clear to block. But, you know, if they do get to answer this, we're kind of in trouble. Alright, they play a land. And then maybe they just cast the Administrator. Fair enough. Hoping to... Yeah, I think that's totally fine. So this will make a 4/4 and then a 2/2. I do like just killing the 5/4. Like, I think that works out for the best for me. And if I attack afterwards, how do I feel about that? What about if I attack? Would they block? Probably not. And I guess this making 10 power means I probably can't do that, so. And then we just do this now. Avoid any tricksy-wixy, any silliness. I think I have a better long game, but that might not be true. You know, my first time casting the Barrel of Blasting Jelly, I didn't use it for fixing, but it was very good. Ooh, die reagents. Well, that would have been very good to combo with Administrator. Actually, that wouldn't even do anything. Forget I said anything. Okay. Well, I think we chill out here, because now I get to put a double strike counter on her. Not really sure what the right option is at this point. Definitely don't care too much about the ostrich horse. Or 2 might even be better than the land, but probably not. We're kind of in a precarious situation because if they do have a way to kill my serpent, they can attack with a lot. Now, granted, the May will do a yeah. I think that was the right play for sure. No, that doesn't matter too much. Okay. So the question is, do I exhaust or do I draw a card? Well, I certainly don't crack the green land. I do need that to cast my spells. So I think we. Yeah. Certainly close. Okay. Hmm. We're not in a great position, but now if they have a removal spell, I can make a 4/3, which does preserve our life total. Dai Li now drains us for 3, notably. I think I would put 1 counter on this and then put the exhaust on May. Notably, I cannot do that plus double strike this turn. So if push comes to shove, it might be better to just make this a creature rather than make her double strike. Okay. I mean, they haven't activated the first one, but that's gonna be quite good when they do. Yeah. Well, I might not be able to wait any longer. If I draw Toph, so how many lands am I sitting at here? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 8 out of 22. That's give or take the odds. I think I am better off casting this here. Then yeah. So if I hit top. Actually, does this work if I only have 1? Or rather, no, unfortunately, it does not work the way that you would like it to work. That's okay. The crazy part is that's actually probably not, just actually not good. To cast this air balloon here. Because that would mean I don't get to activate it. Yeah, that's pretty good. 3/3 and a 4/4. I guess. Again, we're in the same precarious situation, but technically, this is okay. Oh, they're going for it. Fair enough. So what they can do here is they can actually activate. Yeah, do your worst. Sorry, just finishing my thought. What they can do here is activate this captive and make this a 5/5 or this a 3/3, kind of depending on what they do. I think the only block that I think makes clear sense is like this, and then that's what my heart is telling me to do. May trades with Uncle Iroh, which is what it is. The captives eats their captives if they activate it. And if they put it on here... No, I guess that's kind of free, isn't it? Hmm. So you block Serpent, or the Captive, you block Iroh. Trade with Iroh. Socket chumps Forest. And then if for some reason they don't activate it, you know. Number one job, just get this Daily Agent off the battlefield. That, I think, buys me enough margin that I'm okay with it. Yeah. And no, they just activate it. And then I think they just put the two counters on the 3/3, or the 1/1 mountain, rather. Now, I could have blocked the Captive, but I didn't want them to be able to put it on here for free and deal the extra damage. I don't know. This is still, like, not good for me to be in, but... Well, you know what? Land was not where it was at. Alright. That's how she wrote that game. Seal back for the second round. I don't know. Maybe I should have been a little bit more aggressive. That's about the only thing I could think of. You know, not giving them the opportunity, but I just didn't think I had a moment where I was able to do so. Maybe I could have been more uh, forthright with May, though. This hand has Aang's Journey, so we have all of our colors. We have a couple 3-drops, plus Toph, so I at least get this chain to trade a land up for a second casting of Aang's Journey plus a Waterbend. Yeah. Obviously, we get the mountain. Two 4 Vigilant. Whenever he and one other creature attacks, draw a card. Okay. Well, it would be very fitting to play Katara. The 1/3 does the same thing. I guess I'd rather get Katara out there. If they use a trick, they use a trick. You know, we probably just discard the North Patrol. 2/3 is not looking like it's going to be particularly relevant in this board, though that's not necessarily true. I think the Benevolent River Spirit looks like it's going to end up being pretty good on their board. And same with the Serpent of the Past, so... And I do think I just want the land. They don't have great attacks. If they have a removal spell for Toph, we're kind of in a hard position, but... You know, such is life. Yeah, well... That was good. But was not devastating. Yeah, probably it's devastating. So, that's not good. So I can't activate this guy right away. And let's see here. So I can go land, and then I can just play... Yeah, actually, this guy's really good. Yeah. I think Iroh's demonstration will be good enough here. And now Katara gets to grow. And maybe they just deal with Toph. Probably what they should do. But like, there's just no world where that not playing my 4/5 was going to be the right call. All right. Oh, allies get +1/+1. Oof. Well, they're going to cash in one of these guys for a card. That's definitely the right move to make. Hmm. Well, the nice thing is what I can do here is I can Aang's Journey and Iroh's Demonstration, that guy, which will shrink their board. It'll let me put 4 counters on a creature, or on my land token. And then we get a island here, it looks like, with a lot of blue in our hand. Yeah, I think that's going to be what we want to do. This guy's going to cost only 5 mana to cast next turn. So yeah, do this. And then we have no shrines, we just gain our life. I don't know, maybe this is a little aggressive, but the fact that Katara can at least block one of these guys, I think, is good. Ooh, make 4/1/1s. Well, I'm very glad I got rid of the reinforcements, but also on the same front, the Iroh's Demonstration kind of answers the same thing. I don't think they're going to attack with Sokka this turn, but that's called Sokka style. Fun. So not flashy flash this turn, but still probably good. They could have an Anthem spell. There's a few of those that exist out there. We have access to... I could do North Pole and the Swarm. Well, that's going to be... Yeah, I mean, maybe they have an Anthem of some kind. I forget what Anthem effects there are in green-white. I do know there's like one green one that's like things get +2/+2, which would be very good. Mono white wise though, I don't know. Airbend the token. Or airbend the spell, rather. What are they gonna put it on? The land? Sure. That doesn't seem particularly good, but yeah, because they don't kill either of these, and they can only kill one of these two, so we'll take it. Okay, lightning strike makes me feel nice. They have seen enough. Take it. Alright, see y'all for the next. Alright, back at it for another go. This hand looks kind of nice. I mean, it needs a little bit, but not very much. Yeah, that's all I needed. Badger Mole Cup, what's this thing do? I will get to potentially Iroh's Demonstration, the Forest, at a later date. TBD. Is this a rare? Okay, that's a mythic, actually. Also, that's adorable. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, now I'll probably end up regretting. Okay. Well, the sequencing could have been better, I suppose. Okay, we drew the one land, which is nice. Kind of hoping to draw another land, but such is life, I suppose. Discarding. Sorry, Serpents. Little far away from casting a double blue spell that currently costs 6 mana. Wouldn't necessarily be a bad follow-up. It was either that or the River Spirit. And technically this only costs, what, 7, so 3 more? Whereas this costed a decent bit more. Demonstration does not do a ton. Next turn they could probably activate it. We'll chill, because now they can't actually... I mean, they could. I don't know. I'm hoping they're going to use the combat trick or something. Oh, they're going to 2-for-1 themselves. Deal. Alright, in that case, then I don't think I'm going to let this Blasphemous Act really accomplish much. Diligent Zookeeper. Yeah, let's just not risk it. I think I'd rather just get a Lightning Strike back and pretty content to lose out on that guy. They can make their blue. Alright. Well, I'm feeling fairly in the driver's seat, so hopefully we can clean this game up with a Lightning Strike. Oh, it's cute. It's probably better to just do this, though. I guess I should have made probably one of the mountains. That was kind of not the greatest tapping in the world. Yeah, so we got to put 2 more counters on and probably draw a spell, and then they were going to go down to just a couple life. Maybe there's a world I should have let this live, but it felt unnecessary. That said, I did open myself to like just get to lose through like a bomb or something. Anyways, that was a fun one. See you all back for the next game. Alright. That did not take too long. Playing against good old Will. This says a Sokka, a Basics, a Cadets. Yeah, that seems great. Like, what is not to love about it? I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to sequence Sokka, the Cadets and stuff. I think I'm going to want to cast it and then discard a land at least. Maybe I actually want to discard the Aang's Journey in a mountain. Oh, they have the do 2 damage spell. Fair enough. Well, regardless. Alright. Feeling pretty good about our position. Yeah. Oh, nice. That works with the water balloon. That's probably for the best that this is an instant. I think we just kill May here with the counter. Red whites. Maybe that was a mistake. Artifact or lesson. So this would count, but I don't really want to bounce that at the moment, so I think we just play May and we pass the turn. I think I just have enough things to do next turn, so... Fairly happy to do all of these things. Nice. Well, that's a little awkward on the mana side of things, but... Like, I would be very happy to block. Just gonna save myself precious seconds. If I had a 1 mana 2 damage spell, I wouldn't use it on this guy. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a little weak on value, but pretty content. They're down to 6, so they gotta get something good. Are they gonna cast an instant here? Make 2/2/2s? Firebending lesson, that is not gonna get there, honestly, friend. So I'm gonna get to attack you for 4 in the air. And then I get to play a 2/2, whatever, you know. A 2-power flyer. That's what I'm trying to say. Nope, I guess we're still playing. That kind of bugs me, but whatever. I don't really know what he could have, but throwing May in front of Zuko just seems like such a flavor win. I don't know if there's any like double strike cards. Actually, there is. There's +1/+1 double strike. And I don't want to lose to that. Land, land, land. Well, wham bam lammadam. Got him. Oh, ranking up to Diamond 2. We are moving up in the world. Alright, we are currently 3-1, playing a very fun blue-red splashing Toph deck. It's been a lot of fun. So far, we've got a lot of good cards in a lot of good draws. Blasphemous Act was very good last round versus an aggro opponent. Or no, that was 2 rounds ago, sorry. This hand has some good cards. A lot of red, but and also this is the cost of playing the basic forest. Just kidding, what did I say? Am I good or what? I mean, I'm certainly gonna block. They use an Azula, always lies. Pretty content about that. Alright, that's gonna be very annoying, but not that big of a deal, I don't think. So right now it costs 6. I'm gonna imagine they're gonna play 1 creature, whether or not it's just drawing a card or playing a creature and drawing a card. So I think that means I want to not deploy any more creatures on my side. I think I'd rather just chill. There's a good chance I'm going to end up abandoning attachments with maybe the Fire or Messenger Hawk. I hope they deploy 1 more threat. This Blasphemous Axe. Okay. I will take it. Hmm. Funny enough, I actually do think I just cast War Balloon. Because now I get to kind of get them with it, I think. I mean, they do get to turn a Spirit or a Fortune Teller into another Judy, but again, the Blasphemous Act, I'm actually not worried about it. I just gotta make sure I don't lose to the counterspell that it'll quench you. So that's what, 2 mana to make me pay 2 mana. Or it gets countered. That's fine. Them passing would be a little rough. I hope they just play a creature. I mean, obviously, if I have a Blasphemous Act. Well, Shu is one that technically is a creature, but you don't really get any value. Okay. So we did not end up with anything too crazy. I could do something crazy like Sokka, or to get this to be only 2 mana, but and then we don't actually use this at the moment because we have a firebending lesson. This is at any speed, so I think Shu is decent, but he is quite slow. Doc the ferryman, Shu the fishmonger, Ushi the river cleaner, depending on what job needed to be done. Jinghui Village. Phoenix Air. Okay, sorry, what? It is a 4 mana 4/4 crew 1 at the beginning of your end step. If you sacked permanent, create a copy of this vehicle. And if you control 8 or more Phoenix Fleet airships, it is a vehicle creature. Huh. Well, how about that? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, I mean, this doesn't deal with that. I guess it has to sacrifice a permanent specifically, so I guess the Serpent's Pass counts, but it doesn't feel like that's a super strong play. So I could Sokka plus the Fire or North Pole Patrol. That seems like it would be pretty good. I guess the question on is like, what would I discard? I think it's Lightning Strike and Iroh's Demonstration. Maybe that's not true. Man, that's a close one. I could see the merit to keeping it because then I get to start tapping their things. And these are all fire spells. But the main motivation for doing this was so I could crew. If they spend their whole turn to make another copy of this, I'm like not concerned because they didn't play a creature and they're gonna take a million damage. I can see that this card seems really sweet. I would absolutely try to make it work. In fact, their deck looks like it's very good, so. Okay, make that for a 4/4 and attack me. Sacrifice it to destroy a permanent of mine. That would be very good. Well, they'd have to sacrifice the peddler, but that's probably not a bad choice. Okay, they are going. Well, they might still just attack and then do that same thing. It's all right. Pretty go. That's really good. I mean, I can just almost shoot them out here. I just need to hit them for one more time. And I can Firebending Lesson Shu if they're planning to block with that. Little do they know I have 6 points of burn in hand. The art is just... Okay, this Sokka, the face is a little off in my opinion, but I like the general, like, framing otherwise. They're playing Merchant of Many Hats. Yeah, this card is just not very good. Got him. Yeah, alright, see y'all for the next. Man, I am really liking this format. I can't say that enough. It's just It's just a lot of fun. Okay, this is a lot of 2-drops. I'm actually unsure what the best one is. I think it might be May. Because she threatens as a prowess and as well as a double striker. Hard to say. Well, certainly Sokka is kind of geared to discard one of the mountains. And then it's like question mark. Yeah, that's like a very good one here. I don't really care about what they got going on. I think I have a very aggressive hand. I should lean into that. Well, might change my opinion now. Just kidding. I'm still pretty content with this. Notably, the Messenger Hawk should trigger with Sokka. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Exile my Messenger Hawk? How dare you, sir? Or ma'am. Well, shoot. I think I can just discard. Actually, I think we pay 2, we draw. Well, now. The 3 cards, white, green, kind of go wide. Maybe the big creature is just not what we want. Flyer seems about right. So 16 and 16, I think we just let it be. We're still in a lesson waiting room. Make Momo a 2/1. Don't think I want to wait. Mostly because Momo has Vigilance. It just feels awful to do it. Make it 4/4. You know what? I don't like that. I think I would have... If I were them, I would have been happier to do kind of anything else. Okay. This Blasphemous Act changes things. I think we just chill. Oh. Nice. Good value. Probably gonna take 4 damage here. I mean, like, I might as well put a counter on May, but unsure. Unsure if I should do anything else. Okay, that is enough. Is it, though? It's kind of spicy. Should I get greedy? You know what? I think I'm gonna get greedy here. I'm gonna let them attack for a bunch and hope they play out one more spell now. The double strike means that May is pretty good. Alright. Oh, beautiful. Oh, That was amazing. Oh, baby. Now we get to Katara. Kind of feels like I don't need to attack here. Not the right order to do this, but would. Kind of whatever. I don't think I can lose from this position. And if I do, you know what? That's on me. This guy's really good. Airbend my Katara? Kind of cute. I mean, I'll just take it. That's... If I do this, I can get Lightning Strike back, I guess. Discard the troll. Yeah, I'd have red, blue up still, so we'll just get Lightning Strike. Discard a North Pole. And then we will shooting. Doesn't matter. And bounce their 3-1. And if they draw something, great. If they don't draw something, got 'em. We had more than lethal through one piece of interaction as well. All right, nice. Well, we're sitting pretty good. What is that? 5-1. Nice. We are in shooting distance. If you've stuck around this long, hope that the gameplay has been to your standards. You've learned maybe a thing or two. I have a ton of fun with draft. I've been playing. Oh man. I mean, I first started playing Magic way back in Gate Crash, like that era. I was very much a casual, kitchen table Magic kind of a player. I played as fun little white green, or sorry, mono green, like tokens deck with like gutter grimes and stuff like that. Oh, it was so much fun. Well, we kind of just hit perfect with our lance. That's kind of crazy. I think we just Aang's Journey. Not much point waiting. We have Island, Mountain. Do I mean have a reason for another red? There. It's okay. Let's see here. When did I first start playing Limited? I don't think it was until I left for college. In probably it was in 2013. It was my first year of college, and at some point I found my local game store. I think that was my second year, first or second year there. It's hard to say exactly which, but it kind of just sparked an interest in me, and I won't say I've been doing it the whole time, but I've been doing it long enough now that I feel pretty happy about it. Oh, dang, crazy. I get to go Lightning Strike? Nice. Well, we kind of need to draw something here. I'm probably going to abandon attachments. Discarding an island here. Okay, Sokka was a decent enough draw. I think we just discard the Forest and Katara, though actually she'll be alright next turn. I'm definitely going to just block here. I'm not going to get greedy. Though I will admit, Sokka becoming a 2/2 from Boomerang Basics. That's very on point, very flavorful. They can make that guy nice and big. I mean, if that is their most efficient use of mana, well, that doesn't matter too much. So let's go like this. I guess I'm gonna plan to shoot this thing next turn. And then probably trade with Katara. I guess I should have done that first. Yeah, I have my regrets, but they have two things to spend mana on, so it's like I can't really prevent both of them. Bouncing this guy does do something, but doesn't do too much with the cadet. I could have bounced the token, but I think I wanted the draw card more. Just a little bit. So they have an odd number of mana, so they can do this and this. Kind of nice. This is red mana intensive, but they have 5 red at the moment. They can activate it twice. We're definitely going to be black. Oh, jeez. Okay. Get back. Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike my Katara. Attack for... That's a spooky one. Oh, they had 6. I forget this guy's got firebending himself. Alright, well. I think we don't block. That's pretty funny. So I have to play the barrel. Honestly, it's pretty funny. And I'm doing this just because I do need to dig to my blasphemous act. Like, that's the only thing that I think buys me time. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6. And they also would need to spend mana on this. Oh, okay. I guess that was going to kill me either way. I mean, that's a good card. I predict I'm going to lose a lot of games that way. Was there a way I could have sequenced this better? I mean, this felt like blocking Toph felt kind of no-brainer. And then I guess whichever one that I would, there was no like set of 2 blocks that would have been fine. Well, we had outs. We didn't quite get there. We were gonna have one turn to potentially draw one of our bombs, but you know that's how it goes sometimes. Oh, I suppose thinking back to the story time, I don't know. I kind of drafted in college, and then it came to when I moved to my current city. I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's a fantastic city. Um, there was a Grand Prix yeah, downtown. It was a limited one. I remember it was 2018, maybe early 2019. I forget which one. I have the card still, so I could probably find out what set it was in, but it was fun. I know Shock was in it. That helps identify. Um, Speaking of, this is a good hand. Uh, we have a Shock. That's just a much better Shock. It's crazy. I guess you can't shoot face with it, but that's hardly necessary. But so I did that. I actually made day 2, and that was like so exciting. I was big fan. Oh no! Okay. I think we do this. It's kind of the same, but the lesson in the graveyard for the cadet probably is worth it. Anyways, so I made day 2. I think I scrubbed out of the first draft. Well, they needed the land, so whatever I did was clearly the right choice. After that, I kind of was pretty excited. I did get a pro point, which was really fun. And during that time, I kind of was playing some Magic Online, probably mostly playing Pauper, but definitely a little bit of draft leagues and stuff. I don't think I joined on to Arena for a hot minute. If I play a land, I can draw 2, or rather, I can attack, draw, and then pump it up twice. Down to 10, effectively 7 life. There is no lesson. Honestly, I might just bounce that because that's hilarious. Yeah, I really like the idea of getting them to 3 as quickly as possible. What else is good? Yeah, I kind of didn't play much Magic after that. It was all pretty chill. So. Oh, I actually do get to cast Assist Flash. Didn't matter, but we kind of just body them with tempo. Yeah, skip here. They missed on lands. Happens sometimes. That was kind of us a game or two ago, I think. We played Blue-Red Lessons. It was a textbook match. Anyways, we'll talking about it though. Um, I think I had a long pause. I remember playing 2019. I think let's see what else. Oh, the first set that I think I really drafted like really got into would have been Cons of Tarkir. I think I drafted the previous set to that one, whatever core set that was. Uh, and that kind of whetted my appetite, but I was still learning. And then like the release comes for uh, Dragons of Tarkir, and I remember playing some standard like Mono Green Devotion type stuff. And then Sea Dranos came out and all that, whatever. It was a good time. Point of all of that is to say that was kind of like the first phase of my whole quote unquote career. Then we took a pause. I'll tell you more about that in a second. This hand almost gets there. It's so close. It's so close. We keep this, and then we've been a 7-drop. It doesn't look like it, but it secretly is a 7-drop, so. Well, tap land is accepted. Man. I will get rid of their really good 2-drop. If I draw my forest, I can get the lightning strike back, which is kind of nice, but. Yeah. So I was just rubbing my face. So they get in for 3. Then I can Blasting Jelly and attack? Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, they have enough power now. I actually think I just chill. If they end up playing a land, then they... Well, actually, they will have the land, so don't know why I'm thinking, but if they have a land... Alright, this is not ideal, but I'll certainly take the bait. And who knows, maybe they're content to trade the water tribe captain with this guy. Oh dang, okay. Well, we save some damage. What can we get? I guess we get the lightning strike back. Okay. I mean, if they play a land, if they don't play a land, they can't attack and pump. My guess is they'll have the land, but unsure. If they attack with everything with a land up, then I can only block the 1/1s. They probably just attack with Water Tribe Captain if they leave anything around. They know I have the Lightning Strike though, so maybe they end up holding the Water Tribe activation up in response. Toph is a good blocker here. Toph is a good blocker. Again, I'm not under any understanding that I would not take some damage this turn, but it's unclear. They could have a lot of stuff. Red white seems pretty good. But anyways, since I've come back into the game, I feel like I'm playing very good. I've been playing for maybe the last year, maybe a little more. Yeah, probably 2 years now at this point. Not even that much, but kind of catching back up to speed. Everything feels good. Well, it's awkward, but I do think I just kill the Water Tribe Captain right now. There's just no world where I think I win if I let them pump an attack. I mean, even if they have Kill Spell here, we're kind of in trouble. You know, the more I think about it, the more I think that was a misplay. Yeah, because I didn't need to cash that in. I could have played a 2-3 and the Toph. Okay, so I need to cast a few spells here. I'm going to trust that they're good for it. They have 4 attackers. That was close, though. Had I made that other play where I played the North Pole Patrol, we certainly survived that turn. They can't attack with their 1/1s. Yeah, that was a big misplay. Man, that sucks to lose that way, but you know, that is how the cookie crumbles. I accept my wrongs, my goods, my ups, my downs. And well, I appreciate you hanging out for another 6-win draft. Punts and everything. I hope you had some fun. I certainly did. Anyways, I'll catch y'all back next time. See you later.